Ayatul Kursi, the greatest verse of the Qur'an, is not just a collection of words. It is a gateway into understanding the absolute power, authority, and mercy of Allah. When this verse was revealed as part of Surah Al-Baqarah 255, it was not accompanied by thunder or visible signs that people could see with their eyes, yet its impact was far greater than anything physical. It carried within it a truth so alim that it continues to echo in the hearts of believers until today. This verse begins with the most powerful reality: Allah. There is no deity except Him. This is not merely a statement of belief. It is a declaration that removes all false sources of power and replaces them with one truth: only Allah controls everything. He is Al-Hayy, the ever-living, the one who was never created and will never die. Every living thing in this world has a beginning and an end, but Allah exists beyond time itself. He is also Al-Qayyum, the one who sustains and maintains all existence. Every heartbeat, every movement, every system in the universe continues only because Allah allows it. If He were to withdraw His support for even a moment, everything would collapse into nothingness. This understanding humbles the human heart, reminding it that no matter how powerful a person may seem, they are completely dependent on Allah. The verse then removes any human-like limitations from Allah by declaring that neither drowsiness nor sleep overtakes Him. Human beings need rest because they are weak, because their bodies and minds cannot function continuously. But Allah is beyond all weakness. While the world sleeps, while darkness covers the earth, Allah's watch never stops. He knows what happens in the deepest oceans, in the darkest nights, in the most hidden corners of existence. Not a single leaf falls without His knowledge. This realization brings a deep sense of security to the believer, because it means that they are never truly alone. Then comes the declaration of ownership. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. This is not just ownership in a physical sense, but complete authority and control. Kings rule over lands, but their power is temporary and limited. Allah's kingdom has no boundaries. From the smallest particle to the largest galaxy, everything exists under His command. This teaches the believer that seeking power, wealth, or status in this world is meaningless if it is not connected to Allah, because everything ultimately belongs to Him. The verse then addresses a question that has existed in human minds for centuries. Who can intercede or speak on behalf of another in front of Allah? The answer is clear. No one can intercede except by His permission. This destroys the idea that anyone has independent power. Even the angels, who are pure and alim creations of Allah, cannot act without His command. Even the prophets, the most honored of humanity, depend entirely on Allah's will. This brings balance to faith, respecting the azimat of Allah while understanding the limits of all creation. Allah's knowledge is then described in a way that expands the mind beyond its limits. He knows what is before them and what is behind them. This includes everything, past, present, and future. Human beings live moment by moment, unaware of what will happen next. They plan, they hope, they fear, but Allah already knows the outcome of every event. This knowledge is not learned or gained, it has always existed. And yet, despite this infinite knowledge, humans are only given a small portion of it. Whatever knowledge we have, whether it is science, technology, or wisdom, is only what Allah has allowed us to understand. This should not create arrogance, but humility. Then comes one of the most mysterious and powerful parts of the verse, the mention of the Kursi. The Kursi extends over the heavens and the earth, and its vastness is beyond human comprehension. Scholars have tried to explain its greatness with examples, saying that the entire universe compared to the Kursi is like a small ring thrown into an endless desert. And if that is the greatness of the Kursi, then what about the greatness of Allah who created it?
This thought alone is enough to make a person realize how small they are in comparison to the Creator. Yet despite the azimat of this creation, protecting and maintaining it does not tire Allah at all. This shows His absolute power, effortless, complete, and perfect. The virtues of Ayatul Kursi are not limited to its meaning. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized its importance through his teachings. One of the most powerful narrations is about a companion who was guarding charity at night. A figure kept coming to steal from it, and each time he was caught, he begged to be released. Finally, on one night, he offered knowledge in exchange for freedom. He said that whoever recites Ayatul Kursi before sleeping will have a protector from Allah, and Shaytan will not come near them until morning. When this was told to the Prophet, peace be upon him, he confirmed it, saying that the figure spoke the truth, even though he was Shaytan. This moment reveals something incredible. Even Shaytan acknowledges the power of Ayatul Kursi. Because of this, believers throughout history have held on to this verse as a source of protection. In times of fear, they recited it. In darkness, they recited it. In moments of uncertainty, they recited it. And each time, they found a sense of peace that could not be explained by the world alone. This is because Ayatul Kursi strengthens Tawheed. It reminds the heart that only Allah has power, and nothing can harm or benefit without His permission. When this belief becomes strong, fear begins to disappear. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also taught that whoever recites Ayatul Kursi after every obligatory prayer will be under Allah's protection. It becomes a shield that surrounds a person throughout their day. And when it is recited before sleeping, it guards them throughout the night. Imagine a believer lying down, closing their eyes, and reciting this verse with sincerity. At that moment, unseen protection surrounds them. Angels guard them, and Shaitan is kept away. The night becomes peaceful, not because of the absence of darkness, but because of the presence of faith. Ayatul Kursi also teaches a deeper lesson about reliance. Many people place their trust in wealth, in people, in systems, but all of these are temporary. This verse redirects that trust towards Allah alone. It teaches that no matter what situation a person is in, Allah is in control. If something good happens, it is by His mercy. If something difficult happens, it is by His wisdom. This understanding creates patience and gratitude, two qualities that bring peace to the heart. As the believer reflects more deeply on Ayatul Kursi, they begin to see the world differently. The sky is no longer just a sky. It is part of Allah's kingdom. The earth is no longer just ground. It is under His control. Every moment becomes a reminder of His presence. This awareness transforms ordinary life into something meaningful. Actions become ibadat, worship, and even silence becomes reflection. In the end, Ayatul Kursi is more than a verse. It is a complete message. It is protection for the body, light for the heart, and strength for the soul. It reminds humanity of who Allah is and who we are in relation to Him. It removes arrogance and replaces it with humility. It removes fear and replaces it with trust. And it reminds every believer that no matter how vast the universe may seem, it is all under the control of one being, Allah, the Most High, the Most Great. And so, as the night falls and the world becomes quiet, a believer recites Ayatul Kursi. The words flow softly, but their impact reaches beyond what the eyes can see. In that moment, the connection between the insan and the Creator becomes strong. The qalb, heart, finds peace, and the soul rests knowing that it is under the protection of the One who never sleeps, never forgets, and never leaves His creation alone.
The final message of Ayatul Kursi is a message that goes beyond words. It is a complete reality of life, faith, and existence. It teaches that above everything you see and everything you fear, there is only one true power, Allah. No matter how strong something appears in this world, whether it is people, wealth, status, or even fear itself, none of it has any real authority except by the permission of Allah. He is Al-Hayy, the ever-living, who never dies, and Al-Qayyum, the sustainer who holds the entire universe together without effort. While everything else fades, weakens, and disappears, Allah remains constant, perfect, and in complete control. Ayatul Kursi reminds you that you are never alone. Even in your darkest moments, when no one understands you, when the world feels heavy, and when fear surrounds you, Allah is watching, knowing, and protecting. He does not sleep, He does not forget, and He does not miss even the smallest detail of your life. Every tear, every khawf, fear, every silent dua is known to Him. This realization should not create fear, it should create peace, because the one who controls everything is also the most merciful. It teaches you to let go of khawf of creation and replace it with trust in the Creator. People cannot harm you unless Allah allows it. Situations cannot break you unless Allah wills it. And if Allah is with you, then nothing in this world can truly defeat you. This is the strength Ayatul Kursi gives, a strength not based on the world, but based on certainty in Allah. It also reminds you of your place in this universe. No matter how much knowledge you gain, it is only a drop from the endless ocean of Allah's knowledge. No matter how powerful you feel, you are still dependent on Him for every breath. This is not meant to make you feel small in a negative way. It is meant to humble you and connect you to the one who created you. Because true honor comes not from power or status, but from your relationship with Allah. Ayatul Kursi is also a shield. It is protection not just for your body, but for your soul. When you recite it with understanding and sincerity, it builds a barrier between you and harm, seen and unseen. Shaytan himself acknowledged its power. That means this verse is not just spiritual, it is real protection that works in ways you cannot see. But the greatest message of Ayatul Kursi is Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. It calls you to trust Him completely, to rely on Him fully, and to turn to Him in every situation. It teaches that everything begins with Him and returns to Him. Your success, your rizq, provision, your safety, your future, all are in His hands. So the final message is simple but powerful. If you hold on to Ayatul Kursi, not just by reciting it, but by understanding and living it, your heart will become fearless, your mind will find peace, and your soul will feel protected. You will walk through life knowing that the one who controls the entire universe is taking care of you. And when you truly understand that, you realize that no darkness is too deep, no problem is too big, and no fear is too strong, because Allah, the Most High, the Most Great, is always with you.